Upon completion of this module, you'll be able to tell the SAGE research method story and differentiate between a variety of frontless products.
If you go on the SAGE website and click on Research Methods, you'll see the tagline, "Your trusted partner on every research journey." This phrase has multiple meanings. We're a partner to the research community. When Sarah McCune published the first Little Green Book in 1976, it meant that SAGE gave a level of attention to research methods that other publishers did not. To this day, we are the only publisher to treat research methods as a distinct discipline. Now, we have 177 Little Green Books. They play a huge role in our story. We're also partners to our authors. Not only are our authors pioneers in research methods, but we continue to publish in emerging areas like data visualization, data science, text mining, and machine learning. In fact, what started 40 years ago as the first Little Green Book has now evolved into a story of offerings across the curriculum. The fact that we have a dedicated research methods discipline means we understand the importance of supporting and driving innovative research. It allows us to attract and sign key scholars and further access to quality scholarship. And it means we're partners to everyone, regardless of where they are on their research journey, whether they're teaching, learning, or researching.
It's activity time. Take a few minutes to craft your own version of the SAGE research method story. Then capture yourself on video sharing it. Research methods market consists of about 117,000 students annually. This freshman sophomore level course is found at 2 and 4 year schools and is almost always a required course. It's also often paired with a statistics course or a lab component. You'll see both brief and comprehensive books in use, sometimes with supplemental text for writing, using statistical software, study guides, or lab activity manuals. Book selection committees are common, but some programs are individual choice. Students struggle with math anxiety, not understanding how research methods is relevant to their lives or the field of psychology, and most students just don't want to take the course. As an instructor, I deal with students not reading the material and having to review statistics before I can get into research methods content, and that takes away valuable class time. You have three core textbooks, one combo stats and research methods book, and two bundling items to sell this fall. Let's begin by differentiating between the core research methods books.
Let's start at the lower end of the market with Rooney's Methods in Psychological Research. You may remember the book from its third edition when Evans was the lead author. Known for its student-friendly writing, real-world examples, and frequent opportunities for reflection, this book eases students' math anxiety through its relaxed and supportive tone. The authors spark readers' interest in research by covering the meaningful topics that resonate with today's students. The fourth edition gives students the tools they need to understand research concepts, conduct their own experiments, and present on their findings. Rooney's light-hearted, student-friendly introduction to methods will appeal to instructors looking for a TOC that follows the process of conducting a research project and writing and presenting on findings. Brett Pelham's Conducting Research in Psychology, Measuring the Weight of Smoke, not only has a cool title, but also introduces psychological research through hands-on activities and the use of humor and stories to help students understand and connect with concepts. The last edition from Cengage was published in 2012, which means that current users will be happy to see a new edition. Revisions to the fifth edition include changes to how the book addresses writing about research and a new chapter guiding students through the process of research design. Your ideal user will appreciate active learning, the use of real data, and real examples. At the more advanced end of the market, Nestor's Research in Psychology, Investigating Human Behavior, illustrates the process of research from start to finish with an intuitive conceptual framework. Drawing from research stories as helpful illustrations, the text provides students with comprehensive knowledge they need to design, conduct, and present their findings. Each chapter opens with a pretest, a proven pedagogical tool that supports student learning, and concludes with critical thinking and review questions, as well as an exercise focused on ethics. The new edition includes expanded coverage of the increasingly popular methods of correlational, quasi-experimental, and qualitative design, expanded coverage of ethics and the replication crisis, as well as a new chapter on literature reviews.
At the lower end of the market is where you'll find Rooney targets, Goodwin, Lewandowski, and the dated Jackson text. Pelham targets include the recently revised Cosby, Passer, and the dated Shaughnessy text. At the higher end of the market, you'll see Ray and the recently revised Graviter text. Your most effective strategy is to call on every research methods opportunity and begin discovery using Research Methods sales tool that Sherry and Susanna have developed. It's the best way to help determine the best solution for each opportunity. Shifting to the Adams text, you may be wondering what course this is for. Look for the course titled Research Methods and Statistics, and know that sometimes you might find a straight intro research methods course title as a target, and less often intro stats as an opportunity. The integrated coverage helps students see how statistics relates to the research process. It's a higher level book that prepares students for grad work or work as a professional who deals with research, yet its conversational style makes it very accessible. There's an emphasis on hands-on applications and diverse examples from criminal justice, political science, psychology, and other disciplines. You'll find ethics coverage in Chapter 1 and then an integration of ethics tips throughout the text. SPSS is the software that's addressed in the text. Let's talk about where you are most likely to find a combined course. Your liberal arts schools may be the best targets. These schools don't have as much of an emphasis on research and may be more likely to offer a single course that combines research methods and stats. You're most likely to find opportunities for Adams in psychology, but at least 40 to 50% of our business is coming from social science departments. Remember, this book has a lot of examples from different disciplines. We've seen pockets of these combined courses in different regions of the country. The majority of the market spotters in the combination space are dated. Dated content opens up a lot of opportunity for you to sell Adams. Let's talk about how to be successful this fall in research methods. Start by calling on every research methods opportunity. Don't be shy, proudly tell the SAGE research methods story. There are a number of competitive books that are dated and a few out with new editions. Target those open spaces. Finally, grow your business by bundling the very practical Quartz, ethics, and psychological research, or Schwartz's ever popular Easy Guide to Research Design in SPSS.